So now that Suicide Squad is out, DC is looking into the future, and apparently it was already planned for later off, but since everyone loved Margot Robbie so much, they're gonna push it forward a little, is a Harley Quinn solo movie. Not a Harley Quinn solo movie, but a Harley Quinn-centric movie. It's essentially gonna be another team movie, Birds of Prey, Catwoman, so it's gonna be all the Batman women. It's gonna be produced by Margot Robbie, and they said their writer is gonna be a woman. They didn't even mention who it was, they just said, hey, she's a woman. Because, you know, the whole feminism thing works so well. Oh, don't get me wrong, this sounds awesome. If you have to push feminism, do it with Batman villains. Alright, fine, whatever. I must admit, I don't know everyone in the Birds of Prey, but for Poison Ivy, you totally gotta get Rebecca Ferguson. That's the one I am, like, super sure of, like, you should totally do this. She's hot, she's got a likable screen presence, she can actually act. And I don't know, I have a feeling they're gonna do someone like Emily Blunt or Jessica Chastain. And while I like them too, I think they're a little too famous for the whole Poison Ivy thing. I think Rebecca Ferguson just kind of oozes it a little more. Just that kind of like just supernatural just sexiness and that like I don't know. Batgirl has to be someone young and short. And I want to say Alison Brie, but Marvel already snatched her up. And everybody knows you can't play a character in Marvel and DC. That just won't work. So the first one that comes to mind is Emma Stone. Yes, she was also in Spider-Man, but she died there, and that movie franchise died, so we're good, right? Batgirl could also be a place to bring in new talent. Take some up-and-rising star. Ooh! What the hell's her name? The girl from frickin' Tomorrowland. She could work too. I think if you nail Poison Ivy and Batgirl, Catwoman can be a smaller role. I think Batgirl and Poison Ivy are the two big important ones. And I think you'd want to go for the more flirtatious animated series Catwoman than the super, like, Anne Hathaway Catwoman from the Nolan. She's the one I'm not sure about. She's the one I'm like, yeah, you could do what you want to do. I just saw that they were making the Harley Quinn movie and thought, ooh, a video opportunity. And I just got in front of the camera, thought of two people who I thought would work, and then didn't look through a list of actresses or anything, so... Because, you know, I scammed for views. Like, share, comment, subscribe. The one thing I'm a little concerned about is, like, calling them the Birds of Prey in the movie. I think at this point, after Suicide Squad, Guardians of the Galaxy, Avengers, and Justice League, we might have too many superhero teams. Just write your plot so that they're not always palling around together as a team doing things. Just have a very progressive narrative with a bunch of different steps in it that we can't expect. I'm also worried. I saw somewhere that they're like, oh, we're not going to have to introduce anybody because they're already introduced, so we're just going to go. And I'm like, I think since you spent so much time on Batman and so much time introducing Superman, two people we were already kind of familiar with, we haven't had a live-action Batgirl yet. No, she doesn't count, no. And I feel like Batgirl is maybe one you kind of need an introduction for. I think Batgirl might be one that not everybody knows her story well enough, so I don't know. I really don't. At all. Like, at all.